What's up, guys? How's life going on these days? How's our DIY hobby? You know that I'm going to starting the Arduino project with the Arduino R3 and this CAS IDE. Let's get to know our hardware, the Arduino R3, and our programming IDE, the integrated development environment. We're going to know a little bit from the start of day one on square one so that we understood what we are going to do for the next series of videos. So welcome to Arduino Uno R3. This is a very familiar and famous Arduino Uno R3, the backbone of the Arduino, which is a company from Italy. And this is just one of the Arduino Uno form factors, which is a USB interface, is a B-type USB. And over the years, they have been developing that so-called clone Arduino Uno or similar like that from the Chinese makers or the Chinese factories. Probably you can hear the dogs because guys, I'm in my hometown right now, and this is a hometown means not in the big city, outside the city, I should say. And the dogs are barking while I'm having my blog in here. Oh my god. This is a kind of Arduino that has been developed over the years with the microcontroller, which is an SMD type. And also the interface for the USB is micro USB, and now is the popular of the USB-C. So they also incorporated these changes in the USB word. And I have several variant of Arduino Uno in here. They have the same form factors, the interface, I should say, but a different mixtures of colors and marketing buffs and so on and so forth, just to market it, trying to say that this Arduino is actually one of the best, but they are the same form factor like what we have right now. And for the Arduino Uno, there is also a version that is coming out from market, and that is the Arduino Uno R4. We call it the Minima, which is basically a 32-bit microcontroller. The original Arduino Uno is an 8-bit microcontroller based on the 80 mega 328P from the company Atmel. But now in the Arduino Uno R4 Minima is a 32-bit from the company Renesas with the RA4M1. And the other version is the Arduino Uno R4 Maxima. Why they call it Maxima? Because it comes with an ESP32 Wi-Fi module. But this Arduino R4, we're not going to discuss it in here. We're going to be concentrating on the original Arduino 8-bit microcontroller with the 80 mega 328P from Atmel. And the way we do the art of programming is we will do and focus our attention on the IDE, that is the integrated development environment. We're going to write a simple code, and then we'll also do a kind of preferences kind of option that we want to do, like the dark background or the white background, and we are going to save our program. Those kinds of things that we normally do when we are managing our IDE in other programming language like C Sharp or Visual Basic or maybe Python. And finally, we'll see the real world hardware, which is our target board, the Arduino Uno R3, or with the A3CS shield. This is the Arduino below it, and then the Arduino A3CS shield, which is an easy interface there. I make some programs for us to go faster without it's a kind of program exercise like program 1.0. This is a program one with a new sketch, And then we have also program 1.1, which is a blink the LED on the Arduino Uno, which is later, and 1.4 for the fast blink on the LED one, and also another kind of super fast blinking on the Arduino Uno that is in the A3CS LED one. So everything we're going to take a look at that into the next adventure of actually programming the Arduino Uno. But first thing first, first we need to install our Arduino IDE into our computers, and I can find this source in here from Microsoft. Or you can try to search YouTube, and there are several guys, hundreds of it, already showing how you're going to install the Arduino IDE, wherein this is in YouTube. I'm gonna link down below where you so that you can directly click that link, and then you can follow to install your Arduino IDE. Currently, I think I'm using the highest version right now, which is about the 2.2.3, if I remember right. So you should be able to run the Arduino Sketch IDE into your PC before we continue. And let's go for that. So guys, this video tutorial is basically assumed that you already installed your Arduino running in your PC. At least you tried to open it up. So I don't go back to the installation process, wherein there are lots of tutorial already in there. What I'm going to do is a deep dive, go deeper on how to use the Arduino Sketch, this so-called IDE, the Integrated Development Environment that we will going to use to write our text-based program as C++ looks like code. So I'm going to double click the Arduino 2.2. That is a version 2.2, and it is loading, and I'm using a dark version, by the way, means the background is black. Favorable to the way I look at the computers. So I don't have connection to the internet right now, and this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to go for a new sketch. So I'm going to click the file and new sketch, and there you go. This is the new file that will appear it into you with the preloaded. Let me close the original one and maximize the new sketch, which is already have two components in there. The first one is the void setup, and the other one is the void loop. So the void setup is the one that you are setting up your microcontroller input output, and also your variables. You're gonna put it in here, so it's gonna be like a neat a lean programming, as they say. I don't like this one so much because when I click that way it will go to that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that one and put it right there. That's wrong. So it's like a curly bracket. So when I'm going to click that one, it's just like saying that there is an open bracket in the left in there at the top and a closed bracket in the right. So this one also, I don't like it so much the way. So I can actually type the curly bracket, and then there you go. In the left is the opening of the curly bracket, and the right one is the curly bracket. So this is the way I do it. This is my preference, by the way. So what I'm saying is that the code, which is a setup in here, you're going to put your setup in here, like again for your microcontrollers, input, output, the variables that you are using in the main program, what's gonna be the initial state of these variables, and also the initial states of the microcontroller, like pin 5, this will gonna be like a logic low or logic high. So everything you're gonna put it in here. And for the main program or the void loop, this is gonna be your main program, which is keep running endless loop. So if I'm going to invoke several examples inside the Arduino. I can just take a look at the examples in here. So file, and then examples, and go to the basic, and you can see here the blink. So this is the blink LED. So it invoke and it is loading right now. So I'm gonna close or maybe minimize this one, maximize that one. And there are some kind of information in here about the blink, and what you can have it in here. Connection lost. Oh, this is something about the update. So I'm going to close that one because I'm not connected in the internet right now. All right, let me emphasize that one. So I would like to point it out right now that this is the void setup. So this setup is you're going to define the configuration of the microcontroller input output, like the pin mode. You configure that to be an output because this pin is the one that is driving the LED. So if you're going to find the schematic diagram of the Arduino, this is the schematic diagram that what we're trying to do in here is to blink the onboard LED on the Arduino Uno. So this is void setup. As I'm telling you, I don't like that. So I'm going to put it that way, the curly bracket. And then, so when I click that one, it's going to be same to put it on the opening of the curly bracket. And also in here, I don't like that. So I'm going to put the opening in here, which is much better to me, the way I look at it. And then in the void loop, which is the main program, and this is gonna be an endless loop. I saying this is a digital write the built-in LED and put that into a high, which means to say that high means the LED will light up, low means the LED will turn off. And I'm going to put they put a delay in here, not me, and that delay is 1000 milliseconds. So 1000 milliseconds is equivalent to 1 second. They put a delay in here so that when the LED is turned on, and then it will stay there for 1 second and turn off for 1 second again, turn on for 1 second, turn off for 1 second. The effect is gonna be like a blinking LED. An epic one. Oh, I think so much for the explanation because the blink example inside the Arduino Uno, that's a bunch of explanation already in here how it works. So what we're going to do right now is to connect your Arduino Uno board R3. I'll be specific to the revision 3 because this is the one that we are using right now. I know that there is an R4, the Arduino Uno R4 Minima, and the other one is the Arduino Uno R4 Maxima, wherein we're not going to discuss it right now in here. So to connect these boards, the way they communicate is through the UART, Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter, which is an acronym for the UART. And what we need to define in here is about the COM port. So let me see the Arduino sketch. We got to click the tools in here, and then assuming that we don't know yet the board, and go to the board and find Arduino. In here you can see Arduino ABR boards. There is Arduino SAMS boards, that is a 32-bit microcontroller, and there is also Arduino Uno R4 board, which is also again another 32-bit. There are the Arduino Uno R4 Minima, and the other one is an Arduino Uno R4 the Wi-Fi with an ESP32. We don't need right now, guys. So let's go to the ABR boards, wherein you can select a bunch of here, and we are using the Arduino Uno right now. So there you go, Arduino Uno. You go again to tools, and then going to select for the COM port. Not know where is exactly the COM port. You can go to control panel, the control panels, and go to hardware and sounds, device, and you can see in here the COM ports. So in here you can see a COM port, and you can find the USB serial. So this is CH30, CH3040, and pointing out to COM11. So if I'm going to remove the USB right now, it will going to disappear, so there will be no COM port already. And just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to exchange my mouse, and then put it on the other side. There you go. Now let's see again the COM port. So I'm interested to see the COM port. So the COM port right now changed to COM in. So I'm going to make use of the COM in. Going back to the Arduino Uno ID, tools, port, and you're going to choose COM in. So there you go. That you set up already the communication port, the UART, and also, the right Arduino Uno boards, as well as the COM port, the communication port, which is now to be COM turing. Thing we do now is to download this program, the Blink program, into the Arduino Uno. When we say download, the program that we write here, we're going to download that into the flash memory of the Arduino Uno, so that it will be running inside the microcontroller. So to download that, we can first go to check if there is any problem on the code. So compiling in here, down the compiling. In case there is a problem, let me make a kind of problem in here. So in case I remove that one here and then try to compile it, it says that there is a problem in the compilation, and if there is a problem in the compilation, you can't download the program. So let me correct that once again, and then we're going to make it the correct, compile it, and then down the compiling, and then you can do the compile and download the program right now. Sometimes they call it upload. I would say download to the microcontroller. Maybe upload to the microcontroller. Whichever, I'm using download the program. So click the one, and you can see in here done compiling, and now it is uploading, and now done uploading. It's so fast. And you can see from my Arduino right now in here, this is the built-in LED, and it is blinking right now. You see that one blink every second. You can see that. Let me show you using my phone. Uh-huh. It is blinking right now. Let me focus the one. It is blinking right now. That is the built-in LED on the Arduino Uno, and it is performing in the real world in the blink LED. So with that experiment, confident that what we are writing in the Arduino sketch, the IDE, is exactly what is being outputted in the real world based on the LED. I think that I have to go to program number 2 right now, wherein we are going to interface the switch one, this SW1, by pressing it to turn on and then turn off. But before we go to program 2, I would like to say thank you so much for watching my videos. This channel, the DR 100 Watt Concept Project, wherein you can find tutorials for hardware, audio hardware to be specific, and programming, building audio power amplifiers, building casings, programming like this. I would like really to thank you for patronizing these channels and subscribing, sharing it to our DIY friends. Maraming salamat po. From here then, bye for now, and see you in the next video. Don't miss it, guys. Don't miss it. Stay tuned.